Welcome, seekers of shadowed truths, to the realm of Belladonna Nightshade's cursed tarot of the damned. I am Belladonna, your eternal guide through the veils of fate's most merciless revelations. But pause, mortal. Do you truly possess the spine to gaze into this abyss? Will you summon the courage to confront the damnation that coils within your soul, the madness that whispers your name in the dead of night, all to unearth the vile, accursed essence of your very being? Or are you but a fragile fool, trembling at the threshold? If so, flee now. Scurry back to your quaint rider-waite deck with its pretty illusions and convince yourself that only roses and rainbows await your remaining days. Pretend your future is a garden of light, untouched by the rot that festers beneath. But if you dare, step forward. Let the curse unfold. Once damned, there is no reason not to seek the truth. Oh, my eternal darlings, draw nearer into the velvet embrace of the night. I am Belladonna Nightshade, your eternal guardian of secrets shrouded in blood and whispering mist. Tonight, we embark on a shadowed journey through my Belladonna Nightshade's cursed tarot of the damned, beginning with the enigmatic zero card of the major arcana, the Fool. I draw upon the classic rider-waite imagery and numbering as our fragile foundation, describing its quaint mortal form and divinatory whispers. But fear not, once we've savoured its innocence, I'll unveil my own rendition that shatters the veil of false truths. The contrast shall chill your very soul. Behold the traditional rider-waite, the Fool, my loves. A carefree youth, a vagabond in motley robes splashed with vibrant colours, flowers, and tinkling bells, teeters blithely on the edge of a jagged cliff. His eyes gaze upward in dreamy rapture, utterly heedless of the yawning abyss below. In his left hand blooms a pristine white rose, emblem of unspoiled innocence and spiritual purity, while over his right shoulder swings a humble rucksack, laden only with the essentials for an uncharted path. At his heels prances a faithful white dog, yapping frantically, its paws clawing at his heels in a desperate bid to alert him to the peril he courts. In the distance, snow-capped mountains pierce a golden sky under a radiant sun, evoking boundless horizons and the promise of adventure untamed. In the ancient art of tarot divination, this card murmurs of new beginnings, the raw spark of potential unchained by worldly chains. Upright, it beckons with optimism and spontaneity, urging a leap of faith into the unknown, a childlike trust in fate, the courage to chase whims even toward the brink of ruin. Yet, when reversed, it hisses warnings of folly, recklessness born of naivety, the blind dismissal of lurking dangers, and the bitter sting of ignored omens that could shatter dreams into dust. Ah, how delightfully mortal, clinging to hope like fragile moths to a flame. But now, my thirsting ones, the moment of revelation descends upon us like a shroud of midnight silk. Behold my card for the Fool, a vision that shatters the veil of false truths, twisting the rider-waite's naive wanderer into a harbinger of inescapable doom. What is this? You whisper in the dark. The pose seems all wrong, does it not? Is she stepping off the cliff, plunging into the void, or somehow ascending onto it from the depths below? Ah, but how? Remember, my eternal darlings, every journey has a beginning symbolised by the fall into the abyss, yet it may also whisper of a homecoming, a return to the familiar that you mortals so crave. But do you not take into account the perils and traps that await you at home? The snares of complacency, the venomous whispers of forgotten sins, lying in wait like fangs in the fog. See her now, this spectral vampiress, pale as the moon's forsaken glow, with crimson eyes that ensnare your soul and lips, possibly speaking your name. Her raven hair cascades like rivers of night, whipped by unholy winds, as she teeters barefoot on that jagged precipice, her black gown flowing like liquid shadow, laced with temptation and decay. In her grasp, the black rose, that thorned emblem of the soul's deepest darkness, a rebellion against the suffocating norms of your fleeting society. It embodies a spirit of defiance, the ruthless pursuit of personal power that devours all in its path. Most importantly, it heralds death itself, the ultimate seducer. My dears, in all your mortal travels, to and fro on your pitiful journeys, the end result is always death. That inexorable voyage you rush toward, blind and breathless, from which there is no escape. Then there is the lightning and storm raging behind her, crackling with raw and untamed might that can be wielded for or against you. What lurks in your future to thwart your every step in life? Those chaotic forces beyond your grasp, the tempests of fate that shall always remain so, striking without mercy or warning. There is no little dog or companion to help and warn. You walk this path alone. In divination, this cursed fool sinks its claws deeper still, my loves. When drawn upright, it delivers a cynical, brutal truth. Your so-called new beginnings are illusions, fragile veils over the rot beneath. Embrace the black rose's rebellion, seize your defiant power in the shadows, but know that every leap is a descent into decay, laced with the poison of inevitable death. The real answer to this card is to discover the fortitude through understanding the truths at the base of your reality, and to go where you need as you captain your own ship in this one life, in full knowledge of the abyss that awaits. Removing fear and grasping the inevitable. Yet, if this card emerges reversed, oh, the soul-shattering agony it inflicts upon your fragile psyche. It plunges you into an unending nightmare of despair, where homecomings morph into eternal prisons, and the perils of return consume you from the inside out like a festering curse. No defiance remains. The black rose withers into absolute hopelessness, crushing your spirit under the weight of unescapable fates, twisting rebellion into paralyzing self-loathing and bottomless regret. The lightning becomes not power, but relentless torment, illuminating the labyrinth of your own fractured mind. Endless cycles of psychological torment, echoes of innocence rotted to dust. It is the voices in your head and those around you that are taking you away from your life's one purpose. The never-ending negativity that consumes and destroys your life. Use this card's position to identify those ravings that would immobilize you from the true purpose of your life, and note that you do not need to entertain them whatsoever. Then you truly understand. And so, the shadows thicken, my darlings. Dare you linger for the next unveiling? What will the Magician card disclose? Until then, heed this. In my tarot, every card is a kiss from the abyss, and you are all eternal fools in its thrall.
Thank you.